What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. 7:29 in the morning. Heading out. About to go bust out some grass today. Got, I don't know, I probably got 8 properties on the schedule I could do. I don't have to do them all because a couple of them are one-time deals where I'm doing some cleanup for some folks. And I did not promise those this week. But anyway, and another one of those property I may just cut a little bit early. Lady that owns the property really doesn't care if it's, you know, I can do it 10 days, 2 weeks, just depends on how it's growing. So that'll, a lot of times just kind of comes down to a time thing for me. So anyway, getting ready to go knock some out. And I told you I had a surprise for you on the video today. If you watched yesterday's video, I actually put up 2 yesterday. One was, you know, don't feel bad about making money, but the one before that, on the one, who called and what did I buy or something like that. So anyway, I told you I'd have a surprise for you today, and I'm gonna have it here for you in a few minutes. Guy riding a bicycle. That's y'all's surprise today. There's a guy riding a bicycle down the road with a bicycle behind him. That's got a little trailer. Anyway, seriously, it's not your surprise. Here's your surprise. I got help. You'll see, that's Jacob. Hey, Jacob. You saw Jacob on the big pine straw job and the hedge trimming job. But anyway, he's gonna help me today. We got a bunch of yards to knock out. We got the first one. Y'all seen this little yard in town over here. Small yard. But anyway, we're about to get out here and knock it out. All right. See if we can get some action here. He's getting it knocked down anyway. It'll probably take him some time to get speed. I'm gonna let him play with it a little bit. I'm gonna cut, and then I'll come back and I'll give him some pointers on it. So anyway, let me get this yard I used the SD on, so let me get everything unloaded and get out here and clip some grass down. All right, here we go. Yard number 2. Ready for number 2, Jacob? All right, he says he's ready. All right, we're gonna get going here in just a second. All right, moment of truth. Which trimmer you like better? You do? Yeah. Really? Wow. All right, Jacob says the Husqvarna 128 LD with the speed feed on it. But we haven't got any thick grass. You know what I noticed about this though? They had to put a shim on here, and it doesn't cut the line. Line gets long on it, which when you use it, it'll beat back down. But like where we were on that other property where it's got all them roots and the speed feed hits it and it just keeps shooting out line. So, all right, let's get the backpack blower and blower off. PB770T. You know, start it first now. It's easier to start while it's in there. You remember how to turn it on? All right, now I'm gonna help you. Hold on, I'm gonna help you now turn it on over here. Remember that, down just a little. Oh, he went wide open. All right, you can turn the choke off now. didn't even tell him to go on the porch. All right, so Jacob's doing a good job. Of course, Jacob works outside. Him and his daddy, they cut grass at the church. Of course, they cut grass at their house, his grandmother's house. So he's not a stranger, you know, to cutting. And of course, we all got our little, I got the camera all over the place. Of course, y'all know, you know, everybody, we've all got our own way of doing it. Just because somebody cuts grass in one place don't necessarily mean they're gonna do a good job, you know, cut the way we would cut. And so I'm just like everybody else. I'm kind of particular about things, but honestly, I'm just kind of letting him go and see what he does, and then I go back and say, okay, we need to do better on this over here, trim this up, you know, those kind of things. So, you know, just letting him do his thing, and then kind of showing him the way I want it done, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent. But anyway, you know, we have saved on this particular property. The last one normally takes me an hour. We did it in 40 minutes. This one takes me an hour and a half, and we're gonna finish here, it looks like, at about 1 hour. So, you know, it's definitely saving me some time. And, you know, over time, if he's in a situation, you know, I don't know that how much he'll be able to help me or whatever, but I'm gonna try to let him help me whenever he can. Trying to get a picture here to send to the customer. The customer is not home. They're out of town, so I always like to try to send them a picture. But anyway, you know, he'll get better and better. And most of these properties, you know how it is. You get to a property, you know, you miss things if you're not careful. So when I get to a property now, I know where I'm gonna start at and where I'm gonna finish at. You know, if you've done a property a number of times, it just works out that way. I think Jonathan from Florida Turf Pros he had a thing that he guaranteed you if you started on a such and such corner and ended on such and such corner, that it'd be the most efficient way and that you would get everything. Now, I'm not doing little small yards like that, and I'm not saying the way he does it doesn't work. I just develop my own system for each property that I do. So anyway, I'm gonna let him get that blowed off. We're gonna get loaded up, and we're gonna head on to property number 3. All right, we pulled up here to the 3rd property, and we got a little problem. Nah, it ain't really a problem. He's got a burn pile out here. I'm just gonna take the saw and cut it into a couple of pieces. I mean, I could drag it out there like it is, especially me and Jacob, but it would hang off the burn pile. So we'll cut it up into a few smaller pieces, drag it out there, and just get rid of it for him. But anyway, here's the property. Bahia City out there. Front yard's starting to look better. All right, got Jacob headed off with the trimmer. I'm about to grab the other trimmer. He's gonna trim up the front and some of the bigger stuff around the back. I'm gonna get in the backyard, trim it up good, and then we're probably gonna just pull both these hustlers off and run over this thing real quick. And I'll try to get you some footage of Jacob cutting. I mean, y'all seen me cut. It's definitely a lot easier to record with 2 people. Of course, everybody knows that. But anyway, let me get this set down and get you some footage. Set down and get you some footage. That was pretty good. Let me get this set down and get some work done. Hello, Jacob. Getting it done. We got the hustlers out now. We can knock this bad boy out. All right, we're on number 4. It's getting close to lunchtime. Letting Jacob run the X1. This is his first time on that one, and but they have a John Deere 0 turn. You know, it's got the rollover protection and all that on it, so he's used to that. But anyway, there's that X1 spitting out that Bahia grass, man. Killing that Bahia Slayer. Not really, but anyway, he's getting it done. So I'm about to jump on the SD and I'm gonna cut up in this smaller area here. So we'll check back with you in a little bit. Actually, I may just set you up and let you get some footage. Well, it'll be hard where I'm at. All right, there we go. Number 4 is done. This one where we have to do all that trimming under all these low trees. But Jacob's making it happen. He's even about to figure out this Equipment Defender backpack blower rack. I already warned him about the muffler. Look at there. Boom! Biggest task on this property is gonna be cleaning up this ditch. I gotta cut the grass, trim around everything, edge. This is not a property I'm gonna normally do. This property is actually sold. I'm doing it to help out the current homeowner. And so anyway, I'm about to jump on it. Woo! Man, that was rough. My GoPro's in the truck. I don't know if you can see all this nasty stuff all over me. But I'm about to flip you around, let you see the ditch bank and the property. Since I'm walking back, I just want to go down there with the camera so I don't have to walk back out here. Alright, so this ditch bank, it goes all the way down there to that culvert. All the way through here. All the way, you see my truck up here with a flashing lights on. So that was a big trim out. Jacob worked on it for, I don't know, he was probably on there 45 minutes. He don't have mud boots on, so I had to get down in the bottom of it. But I probably got another 20-25 minutes in it, and that's just this ditch bank. And then, of course, now the property runs way down here. A lot of pine trees, a lot of pine cones. Jacob spent 50 minutes picking up pine cones and sticks and stuff. A lot of roots. So, but anyway, now we're starting to get up to the main part where the house is. Looks like Jacob bring me some water, I guess. Or maybe he's just walking around with his water. Man, I thought you was bringing water to me. No, it's all good. Here you go. Just grab that, bud. I didn't want to come back and get my GoPro, so. What you think about this yard, Jacob? No comment, huh? Man, so that was both of us about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, let me get off this thing so I can get wiped off, get in the truck.